Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Previously, we solved the mystery of how Zach Gramery escaped from court on that fateful day with the help of one Mike Meekins, a returning character. Very good to see him again. And then we went to the present day, 7 years in the future compared to when he initially disappeared, and Shady and Nigmar reappeared, this time as Shady Smith. And it was a pretty cool conversation. It was really nice. And the mysteries opened by that conversation led us to what I believe to be Christoph Gavin. So, let's go say hello. Present day, Central Prison, Solitary Cell 13. Yep. That's him. Well, isn't this an unexpected surprise? What errand brings you down to my cramped confines? Gavin, is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright? Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago? My past is like my logic, straight and true. Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. Fine. I'm glad we could have this little tete, right? What? I forgot about that. What the hell is a tete? What is that? You look well, Phoenix Wright. You too, Gavin. So, he seems rich enough to have been allowed to have some very fine things. Like, he's in prison but still wearing this suit. How are you ironing your clothes, man? How does it even work? Wait, before we talk, let's examine. Is that a real bird in that cage? It's strange, you know. Here I am in solitary, and yet the books keep piling up. Looks like you've got more than books up there. Ah, yes, my collection. I have a few friends on the prison staff. They show me a little kindness. Just a little? Also, I appreciate this music. I think it's new. Nice roses. You taking care of this one here? Ah, yes, she's surprisingly delicate, you know. Requires careful tending. But she is my best friend, as they say. Best? Come on, now I'm starting to feel bad for you. Oh? Of course, she's known to bite if handled roughly. Your rose bites? I was speaking of the photo next to the rose. My retriever, Von Goal. Cute, but feisty. Von Goal? Every dog has its thorn. I wonder if that's a reference to a dog owned by the writer? Like, I know Missile was, but... That envelope's been bothering me since I came in here. It's not nice to peek at other people's mail. You get mail here in jail. That I do, though they read it first, apparently. Still, I am allowed the pleasure of correspondence. Packages and the like are a different matter, however. Looks like sneaking a peek is out of the question. Yellow envelope, huh? That's some chair. Just looking at it makes me want to take a seat. You probably have to add a whole digit to the price of one of my office chairs. In here, a comfortable chair is the most valuable thing in the world. You'd have to add 2 digits to the price of the standard prison-issued chair for this. Those prison chairs don't look so bad either. Maybe I should redecorate. Okay, let's have a chat, then we can show you some evidence. Maybe. Life has been full of surprises for both of us. I've no doubt you never expected to lose that attorney's badge of yours. And I'll bet you never expected to wind up here. Shady Smith was the name of the man you killed. Did you know who he really was? Who he was? Zach Gramery, you know, the defendant. I remember him, of course. Isn't that an animation that Edgeworth does? Anyway. But you say Smith was Zach. Impossible. Don't even try to tell me it was a coincidence. What did I just say? Life is full of surprises, don't you think? After that trial, you were arrested and found guilty. But your motive was never made clear. A mistake I plan to remedy. You're not an attorney anymore, Phoenix Wright. What possible conclusion do you think this investigation of yours can lead to? I killed a man named Smith with a bottle because I'm an evil human being. Isn't that enough? Not for me, it isn't. I need to know why you did it, Gavin. You didn't just brain a guy with a juice bottle for no reason. Tell me why you did it. Persistent, aren't you? I came here because I remembered something. The night of our game, Zach Gramery mentioned your name, Gavin. Ah, that reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. He did not seem to notice me, however. Gavin, I believe his name was. After that, he was killed, and I asked you to help me. Because I remembered your kindness back when everyone had turned on me. I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him. Hard. Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that. I have to know. Why did you kill Shady Smith? No, Zach Gramery. What? Oh my god! Okay. Not only are there 5 of them, one more than Valant has, but they're black and gold? Dark, cold, full of despair? Can I even unlock these things? Something wrong, right? No, it's nothing. You shouldn't push yourself so hard. Life is to be taken easy, you know. He's doing his nails. What does it mean? Vera does this too, with the same kind of bottle. Anywho, 7-year-old case. You recall that case 7 years ago? Ah yes, the trial where Zach Gramery pulled his famous vanishing act. My brother won his fair share of praise and adoration for that trial, as I recall. Genius prosecutor reveals crooked attorney, was it? That was when I met you, wasn't it? Was it now? The Bar Association Review Board voted unanimously for the strictest punishment. Unanimous, save for one dissenting opinion. Yours. It was my brother who was responsible for putting you in that position, after all. For 7 years we've been friends, and yet I still don't understand you. But right, your friendship toward me was never pure. You suspected me then, as you still do now, don't you? Honestly, right now, I'm not sure what to think. Huh. So why does Kristoff have the exact same kind of nail polish bottle as Vera? You're thinking, what self-respecting man would use nail polish? No, I'm not. I paint my nails all the time. I got pretty blues and purples and greens. Dude, painting your nails is fun. I like it. Not really. I know appearances are a big thing with you. You know what I say? One cannot live a beautiful life without beautiful nails. First rate in all things, except nothing else. That certainly does look like first-rate nail polish. I like the sparkly bottle. It's crystal. If you're so drawn to it, please have one. It's on me. Like, look, I understand that it's a commercial product and there's no clear link between two individuals owning their own copies of it. But, like, this is a murder mystery. There are no coincidences. Everything's connected. Anywho, let's have a look. Nail polish is colorless. Maybe this is Vera's good luck charm. You can show that to her during the Cyclock. So nothing to see? Oh, the bottom. Ariadone. I've heard of that brand. And this must be the brand symbol. It's supposed to be some kind of flower. Wait, no, maybe it's a hand. Wait, on second thought. Is that an eagle? Who makes these things up anyway? You'd think they'd try for a clearer symbol at least. Yeah, I can't tell what the hell that's supposed to be. So maybe if we present some stuff. What do you think about this, Gavin? I hardly need to remind you that I am not a free man. I care little about the outside world, save advances in chair technology. No information forthcoming there, I guess. Yeah. There's gotta be nothing. Okay. I'm not even getting the option for the Magatama. I can't even attempt. This screams final thing to do to end this Mason system segment. We got the polish, so... Huh, that really doesn't leave a lot for us now, does it? Let's end search. Okay, and nothing new unlocked, so... Let's go speak with Vera. Yeah, hopefully this will let us finally unlock everything with Valen too. So, it's been a while since I've read this. Let's read this just real quick. So, you met the person that asked you to do this job, and you talked with them. What's this about a good luck charm you received? I mean, isn't she a bit young for the nail polish, though? I mean, I can't imagine a kid would be interested in it, but I really have no better idea. If I do, it won't work anymore. That's what I was told. Alright, time to do some psych unlocking. Let's do it. You seem to trust this client quite a lot, in fact, because they gave you this stamp. No, that's not why. They listened to me, to my problem. And this is like the third time we've been through this psych lock section here. I'm trying to crack this. Use a good luck charm. I think I know what your client might have given you, actually. Is this your good luck charm? Okay. The nail polish. Really? Oh, that's so weird. But okay then. This was what they gave you, wasn't it? Ah! The same bottles over there on your desk. Your good luck charm, right? I heard once cosmetics were once thought to ward off evil. This is a magic bottle. It has the power. Ah, of course it does. I'll just refrain from commenting any more on that one. Phoenix, like, my dude, you have literally seen ghost possessions on multiple occasions. Curses can be real. I think I know who gave you that bottle, actually. The one who asked you to do this job. Was this the client? It's probably Kristoff. I really do think Kristoff was trying to help his little brother, or twin brother, any way you could. I forget, are they twins? I mean, they look exactly the goddamn same, so I don't know. This man is a friend of mine. Know him? His name is Kristoff Gavin. He's a lawyer, actually. I promised. I promised not to tell. Unlock succeeded. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I can't talk about the client. I promised. And if I break my promise, the spell won't work. I don't need a name anymore. I've got my answer. You're pretty confident in this charm, then. I think they might be the devil. Huh? Or maybe an angel? What do you mean? I saw it. Or I think I saw it when they gave me this. I saw the devil's face. Are you saying the client's face looked like the devil's? No, the client was gentle, with a gentle smile. So where'd you see this devil then? It was so quick, I don't remember well. But that's when I knew that person wasn't like other people. That's why I believe in my good luck charm. I'm not sure what this devil she saw was, but it's pretty clear that Kristoff Gavin has her charmed. Well, I think that's all. I'll be leaving now. I am sorry for what happened. If you want to apologize, try my client, Zach Gramery. Did I do something bad? What makes you think that? Your eyes. They're sad. Very sad. I'll put on my smile next time I come. Promise. I hope to see you smile then too, Vera. Oh, okay. Take care. Thinking back on my first encounter with the young forger, I witnessed something of vital importance that day. Of course, by the time I realized it, it was already too late. Check mark? Yes. Okay. Well, now what? Okay, so looking at the present, for this we need way more ammunition to even attempt those black cyclocks. For this, I need proof of the accident that claimed the life of the Lhasa. So Valent is literally my only remaining choice here. I forget exactly what question I was stuck on, but maybe Kristoff is the answer here? Let's give it a shot. The trick up his sleeve. I'm flying by the seat of my pants on this one. Yeah, I've been through this. If you have proof of this danger, then show it. Why, the gun, of course. And he's gonna ask, a life was sacrificed so the show might go on, and this shows who it was. The locket with the Lhasa's image in it. This clearly shows just how much danger she was in. Oh, it's the same question I'm stuck on with Shady. Oh. Do I have anything about this? I really don't think anything from the hospital is relevant. Wait, this clearly shows just how much danger she was in? Do we show that Magnify died from a gunshot from the pistol, but... wait... No, it's about the act, isn't it? It's about the danger of the act. I mean, I guess we can try the autopsy report, just to see. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. The last is the key. I can see how her name affects him. But just a name isn't enough. I need to recreate that day in his mind. Starting with where she stood. No, dude, you don't mean she's standing in between Zack and Valent, do you? If this is it, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm mad. I'm real fucking mad. That stamp doesn't show them doing an act. That's just a commemorative pose. It's a group shot. Ah. Okay. I mean, I love Ace Attorney, but sometimes it's just bullcrap. Troop Grammy's performance was very, very popular. So popular, they even made a commemorative stamp at the height of your fame. We were not merely the latest craze. We were an age, a golden age. It's all here on the stamp. There's the Lhasa, yes? Urk! Trucy's mother is missing, I hear. What happened to her? I don't know. A part of his memory is still locked up. There is one thing you're failing to address. What's that? As you say, our troop was a world unto itself. If our leader, Magnifi, was so inclined, he could hide anything he wished with ease. But Mr. Wright. Then he would have hid a crime, making him an accomplice. Not a great foundation for blackmail. Valance got a point. If one of the troop members died in an accident and Magnifi covered it up, his innocence would come into question. Found the right address, Mr. Wright? I'm so close. There has to be something about how Thalassa's death could affect Zack and Valance's relationship with Magnifi. I see in your eyes you still have something to say. How can you possibly prove more than you already have? I'll prove why Thalassa's accident tied your hands so completely. Thalassa was Magnifi's daughter. She was clearly the person who Magnifi would want to bestow the Gramarye troop to. Thalassa would fill his shoes. And so, if Zack and Valant accidentally killed Thalassa, Magnifi would absolutely be enraged with them, and that would be his motive for blackmailing them. Thalassa's accident tied his hands so completely because Magnifi was so attached to Thalassa? Okay. Looking at profiles, is there anything here that says Thalassa's father? Trucy's mother and the daughter of Magnifi Gramarye. Okay, look. I'll prove Thalassa's accident because Thalassa exists. No, showing Thalassa's profile here doesn't make too much sense to me. Is it because of Trucy? Do I have any evidence? This transferal of rights came from Shady himself. Could I say that Valant couldn't do anything because the rights were now belonging to Shady? But no, that feels wrong somehow. This evidence from 7 years in the future. Contains a photo of Thalassa. I'm just not following the logic on this one. Thalassa's accident tied your hands so completely. Should I show Trucy? It's going to take a little knowledge of the players to crack this one. The accidental death of Zack's wife tied both your hands, and this information proves why Magnifi held so much power over you. This information No, it can't be Trucy. Trucy's a non-actor in this drama, honestly. Like, she deserves the right to the troupe, but Shady hasn't given it to her yet. Zack would, so Magnifi can't be blackmailing Zack over that just yet. Well, actually, at the time all this went down, of course Magnifi still owned the troupe. Magnifi could do whatever he wanted with the rights to the Gramarye troupe. He could blackmail his two pupils by saying, "Do what I want, or else I won't give you the troupe at all." But how do I show that? Crap. No! I want to swap to the other thing. Skip ahead here. Okay, we're back here. I decided to just look it up and save myself a bunch of time, and boy, I said the right idea at some point. I actually do show Thalassa here. The profile. Let me see why. It wasn't a question of who shot Thalassa. Thalassa herself was the problem. Oh. Yeah, of course. Of course. If Valen went to such lengths to frame... to kill Magnifi and frame Zack, of course Valen would also want to kill Thalassa. Oh, man. What do you mean? She was Zack Gramarye's wife, Trucy's mother, and Magnifi Gramarye's only daughter. Urk. There was a terrible accident, and the two of you killed your mentor's only daughter. If that wasn't the key to Magnifi's power over you, I don't know what was. It was an accident! Well, maybe it was an accident. I'll give him that. Maybe it really was an accident. There's no proof. None at all. But Thalassa went missing, and your mentor blackmailed both of his disciples. It doesn't take a genius to put one and one together. Ours was a complex family. You mean Troupe Gramarye? The master, Magnifi Gramarye, his only daughter, and his two disciples. That does sound like a recipe for disaster, doesn't it? Do not be tempted into faulty flights of fancy. Yes, there was an accident, but that is all it was, an accident. Zack and Valen's tour de force. The guns blaze, the bullets fly, straight toward that beautiful body on stage. And then crash, zing, pow, into everything but her. Now that is magic. It happened one day when we were practicing. Same trick, with a new twist. And tragedy. But as for whose bullet stole Thalassa's life, we shall never know the answer. Thalassa disappeared from our lives, and Zack was bereft of his wife. Trucy lost her mother, and Magnifi his daughter. And that led to blackmail, I take it. It is all part and parcel of the darkness that comes when the curtain falls. That's a good line. Why did Magnifi Gramarye try to cover up the accident? It was his own daughter who died. All I can say is, it was a critical time for Troop Gramarye. A passing of the torch from Magnifi to Zack and Valent. We all sacrificed so that it might be a success. The lassa's death was the greatest sacrifice of all. Yet, even when her life was extinguished, her presence was not. What do you mean? In time, we, myself and Zack, found we could no longer oppose Magnifi's wishes. Magnifi forced us to perform his art for his benefit. I see. I guess I can understand. I mean, he did lose his only daughter. But do you not find cowardice in his actions? Huh? To decide to hide the truth of your own daughter's death is one thing, but then to hang that death as a guillotine above our heads. Things were dark behind the scenes in Troop Gramarye, that's for sure. Does Trucy know? She was not told, naturally. Who would want to know that their father might have taken their mother's life? True. I had not thought of that accident for a very long time. I'm sorry to dredge up old memories, but this has helped a lot. Not to find Magnifi's slayer, I should think. True. After that accident, there was one who came sniffing, quite persistently. A reporter. He called himself a newsman at the time. Often I spied him lurking about the dressing room during his research. Would you happen to remember his name? What was his name? Sorry, I have forgotten. But in the course of his interviewing, he became quite close to my partner, Zack. Well, that answers that. I liked him not. Same! I see. His name, I do not recall, but his scent, the cloying aroma of mint. Yes, whenever he smiled, which was far too often. I see. Thanks for your help. It does no good to interfere with the past, Mr. Wright. You will not uncover answers, only wounds. Also a good line. I'm sorry. I had begun to notice a dark curtain hanging over Troop Gramarye, and I began to realize what I had to do. I had to protect Trucy from that darkness. The reporter he mentioned, the newsman, never learned who that was at the time, though I've got a pretty good idea who it is now. That smile and the sickly sweet smell of mint, the last floss-thin thread connecting Zack Gramarye to this world. Sooner or later, I'd have to track him down. That's all for 7 years ago, huh? Yeah, look at that. So... Oh... I was about to go see Shady again and see if I couldn't break those Cyclocks, but... the two new things open up. Modern Day Drew Studio and the Sunshine Coliseum. Let's absolutely go here. Huh? Well, what do we have here? Remember me? Of course I remember you. Journalist meets ex-attorney in bar, end quote. Can I ask what you're doing here? Mr. Misham was poisoned, and his daughters... Oh, yes, I know. How I know it, yes. It's caused me no end of grief, to be honest. Journalist wishes he'd tracked down Case just a little quicker, end quote. Were you on the trail of this case the whole time? Zack Gramarye was a good friend. Zack said something to that effect back at the Borscht Bowl Club. What a character, what a man! If a little No, a lot. No, extremely rough around the edges. Do you think I could ask you a few questions? Oh, you serious? I mean, I'm usually the interviewer, not interviewee. Journalist asks questions, not other way around, end quote. Fine, shoot. I don't care. People have been asking me all sorts of things lately. This guy. I can't imagine there'd be any point in looking around the modern-day studio's Phoenix. Like, we already gleaned everything there is to glean from, as Apollo. I guess it might be worth it to see what Phoenix thinks of some things. Those 3 paintings. All Drew's works, of course. Which is to say, Vera's works, really. Or to be more precise, Vera's forgeries of someone else's works. Of course, if you demand utter and total precision... Actually, there's nothing more. I was about to say... This is where Mr. Misham fell. Never thought our 7-year reunion would be quite like this. Wait, you knew Mr. Misham? I met him once, in court. It was a brief meeting, but one I'll remember for the rest of my life. Now that's a story right there, that is. I smell a scoop. Ex-attorney now down on luck pianist plays Sonata of Sorrow, end quote. I'm all ears, let's have it, don't hold anything back. Could you at least get rid of the down on his luck part? No clues here. Oh. Nothing for the mug, then. Let's take a closer look at that desk. Tiny frame. This frame looks even smaller sitting next to that photo. Just the right size for a commemorative stamp, indeed. A commemorative stamp put there by a daughter that killed her father. Sometimes life just sucks. As the most real Phoenix has ever been. This envelope's from the client who requested that forgery. Just think, if that had gotten lost in the mail, I'd still be wearing my attorney's badge. I just have to do that when I see this pose. I can't believe it's been 7 years. I have to stop torturing myself with these things. I know. I'll just pretend it's saying something else. The post office? Why, it's right over there. Good day, sir. That is so wholesome. That's an odd assortment of equipment to find in a painter's studio. Of course, it makes more sense when you know they were making forgeries. I guess that's why they never took visitors here. Wouldn't really want people seeing all this. Yes, in fact, I was the first human being ever to set foot inside the studio. What does that make Drew and Vera then? Other than Mr. Misham, of course. Oh, and Vera too. And this is assuming that I'm human, of course. Yeah, I just had to let that sit there for a moment. I'm beginning to have my doubts. Okay, let's have a chat. It was tragic what happened to Drew Misham and his daughter. Forgery is a suspicious crime, and they paid the price. You know what really did them in, though, don't you? Yes, a forged diary page. The night I interviewed him, I found out something about Mr. Misham I hadn't known. What's that? You know, he always felt like he was being watched. Every day for 7 years, walls have ears, potatoes have eyes, end quote. Potatoes? Being watched? You mean he felt guilty? No, I'm not talking about feelings here. You know, I felt watched too. The whole time I've been on this case, no less. Journalist gets tingling sensation on back of neck, freaks out, end quote. Because you felt guilty? Why would I feel guilty? You felt like you were being watched, huh? I wonder what it all means. Is there a hidden camera here? Drew Misham felt like he was being watched. And you along with him. You sure it wasn't just nerves? Nerves? No, it's nothing so mundane. I stopped paying attention to my nerves a long time ago. But I felt it too. Journalist sure he is being watched, end quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Gremery got rubbed out after 7 years? Right after coming into contact with me? He completely vanishes from that courtroom. Then, for 7 years, he talks to no one. Not a soul. Then, just as the remaining time was almost up, he contacts me in order to have this made. And then he dies. Starting to put the pieces together, are we? And you were being watched this whole time? Maybe not just me. Maybe you were too. Me? I met Zach through that case, actually. You mean the shooting of Magnifi Grammary? No, before that. It's not widely known. You mean the accident during the quick draw shooting practice? My, you're well informed. You should have seen me back then. I dug up quite the scoop. I wanted it all. Money, fame, woman, a little puppy, all for me. I was younger then, and my days and nights smelled of fresher mint than they do now. At least he's self-aware. Valent Grammary did mention one particular nosy reporter. In fact, I was on close speaking terms with Magnifi Grammary at the time. I knew his daughter too, of course. Thalassa, wasn't it? Really? Then Thalassa disappeared, quite suddenly at that. And Magnifi wouldn't say a word about it. Yeah, my evil habit got the better of me. Journalist catches scent on scoop, goes on feeding frenzy, end quote. I set up a one-on-one interview with Thalassa's husband, see? Zach Grammary. Something strange was in the air over at Troop Grammary in those days. The whole screwy mentor-controlling disciples scene started by then, I'm guessing. Thalassa, she was part of it all, right? Come on, you can tell me off the record. Sorry, I don't know. Anyway, I kept prying and eventually became friends with Zach. Sure, he punched me once or twice, or 5 times. But over time, he came to see me as his confidant. He's been waiting this whole time. 7 years, eh? Waiting. For his big comeback, of course. A big revival of the Magnifi miracle. Of course, it was all a dream. Because of this. The performance rights. In the absence of any official documents, he was golden. Who's to say the old man didn't give his rights to both Zach and Valent? So Valent waited until Zach died. Legally, at least. The time finally comes, and Valent's like a kid on Christmas morning. He's getting ready for his show, the Sunshine Coliseum, you know. If that document sees the legal light of day, it's going to put a bit of a damper on the big show. He's a sorry one, that Valent Grammary. Lost out to his partner at work, and in love, too. Ooh, spicy? Love? It's the same old story, really. 2 disciples and their mentor's only daughter. What has 3 sides and all of them pointy? A love triangle. That is pretty classic. When you're in a performing troupe, that's your world. It's like family. One with an entire high school's worth of drama, intrigue, and backstabbing. And in the middle of all this, Thalassa has Trucy. And then she dies. I need to find out more about this Thalassa. Huh. Well, no Cyclops from him, but we're clearly not done here. No checkmark to be found, so let's ask about that. Mr. Brushel, do you know this person? Do I know that person? Of course! I was friends with Zach, after all. He hit me a few times. 5 times, actually. But still, I never forget his wife. Thalassa Gramarye. Oh, Thalassa Gramarye. Magnifi Gramarye's only daughter. Do you think you could tell me more about her? Well, why the heck not? Okay. So, Thalassa married Zach and had Trucy, see? It was her second marriage, actually. You mean she was divorced? I hadn't heard this one before. Not quite. Her late husband was a performer, too. He died in an accident on stage. Good lord. Tragic, really. Had only been married 1 year. I didn't know. But she was a beauty. I still carry a portrait photo of her around, you know. Okay, that's really weird. Okay, never mind, I understand. Wait! Those bracelets! Fuck. Okay, then. Okay. So that... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, then. I've known Trucy since she was a little thing, too. She got the better deal, really. She's got you for family, after all. What do you mean? Just reminiscing, you know? Thalassa has another child besides Trucy, and quote... No. Oh my god. No way. Oh man. Oh man, this is the exact moment where a lot of shippers who played this game just immediately combust into flames. A real Star Wars moment here. Oh wow. Apollo and Trucy? Siblings, huh? At least that's what I'm getting from this. What? But Trucy said she was an only child. Ah, yes, this one she had with her previous husband. Her previous husband? Her first husband who died on stage? Yep, they had themselves a kid. Another orphan now. That's another one who slipped through the cracks. No idea where they are now. Thalassa had another child. Do you think I could borrow that photo? Sure, I can be generous on occasion, you know. I won't need this locket anymore. Better return it to Trucy before I forget. People and events all get tangled together and get bigger and biggerer. Don't you think? I was too busy wondering about biggerer to listen to what you were saying. Sometimes you just gotta accept that you won't be able to untangle it all, I think. Maybe so, but still. I have to do what I can. And I have to tell what I find to those who come next. Next, you say? I'm not the one who will close the curtain on this little play. Apparently that's not my role anymore. Magnifi. I was just wondering what Magnifi would think of all this. What do you mean? Haven't you seen it in Trucy? She's got his power. You mean how I can't lie to Trucy? It was the same with Magnifi. And with his daughter, Thalassa. It's a strange thing. You think it's some grammary gene? Magnifi told me once, back when Zack married Thalassa. He said Zack had good eyes. But not good like a grammary eyes. Not that good. You know, Apollo grammary kind of has a ring to it. I wonder if Zack ever played a game of poker with his wife. Wait! My god! The suits! They'll wear suits! I was right. Apollo is the ace attorney. The ace of spades, maybe. I wonder if Zack ever played a game of poker with his wife. Who knows what the grammary secret was? Maybe nobody, now that Zack's gone. Zack Grammary. The plot had finally begun to reveal itself, and how. It sprouted from a warp in the grammary fabric and grew, swallowing everything, wrapping itself around the grammary's power. A power which passed from Magnifi Grammary to Thalassa to the next generation. And I would once again need to meet the one who bridged it all together. Wow. Oh, wow, okay. God damn. Look, okay, this game has told me on multiple occasions that everything's connected. I thought I understood that? I did not. Damn. Oh, this is so good. Like, that has to be it, right? Like, where else could Apollo have gotten that bracelet from, you know? Like, as far as I remember, Trucy didn't give it to him, he just had it the whole time. And because he has the grammary blood, he has the super good perception that can see eyeballs under sunglasses and across the room. And vanishing sweat under an armpit. Like, oh my god, dude. And, dude, I already see this game's happy ending. Apollo's gonna learn that his parents were performers, and Trucy's gonna have the right to the grammary troupe, so Apollo's gonna join Trucy and follow in his parents' footsteps and become a performer, and they're gonna have a stage show, and it's gonna be for the freaking best. Like, oh my god, this is so good! Oh man, okay, well, I suppose next time we'll check out the Sunshine Coliseum. We'll see what we can get from, presumably, the present-day Valent Grammary. Then we'll head back to the Borscht Bowl Club and talk with Shady, try and get the full story of the troupe from him about Thalassa. And once everything else is wrapped up, we'll return to Kristoff, who, in some ways, is also a mastermind of all this. Like, he and Valent, partners in crime, I tell you what. Man, Apollo Justice is a good video game, and I like it, so... Oh, well... it's just so good, okay. So, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.